What makes India so unique that visitors often leave in awe? From its deep respect for elders to the way food is shared with love, India is full of habits that Americans find both surprising and fascinating. These traditions aren't just customs, they're a way of life passed down for generations. In today's video, we'll uncover the everyday Indian habits that leave Americans absolutely speechless in 2025. Are you ready to discover the culture that continues to amaze the world? 1. Extreme Indian hospitality. Americans visiting India are often speechless at how far Indian families go to welcome guests. While hospitality is valued in the US, in India it becomes a sacred duty, Ati Devo Bhava, meaning, guest is God. Strangers are treated like family, with endless food, chai, and comfort offered without expecting anything in return. For Americans used to polite but more reserved hospitality, this overwhelming warmth feels extraordinary. Even in 2025, many American travelers leave India with unforgettable stories of hosts offering their own rooms, preparing grand meals, and treating them with care that feels almost unbelievable. 2. Eating with hands. Many Americans are surprised to see Indians eating with their hands, especially rice, curries, and rotis. In US culture, cutlery is essential, but in India, eating with fingers is believed to enhance flavor and improve digestion. It's not seen as messy, but as respectful and mindful eating. For Americans who first hesitate, the experience often becomes eye-opening, connecting them more deeply to the meal. By 2025, this habit still leaves American visitors speechless as they watch locals skillfully mix and eat food with their hands, turning dining into a cultural ritual instead of just a routine activity. 3. Removing shoes indoors. Americans are often caught off guard when asked to remove their shoes before entering Indian homes, temples, or even some offices. In the U.S., this is more of a personal choice, but in India, it's a near-universal custom. Shoes are considered unclean, and leaving them outside preserves the purity of living spaces. For Americans, this feels unusual at first, but soon they appreciate the cleanliness and respect it brings. In 2025, visitors from the US remain surprised at how natural this practice is for Indians, showing how cultural values extend even to small daily habits. 4. Living with extended families. In America, young adults often move out and live independently, but in India, joint families remain common. Multiple generations live under one roof: grandparents, parents, children, even uncles and aunts. Americans are often surprised at how smoothly this system works, with everyone sharing responsibilities, meals, and traditions. It reflects India's strong family values and emphasis on togetherness over independence. For US visitors, this lifestyle can feel overwhelming at first, but also deeply heartwarming. In 2025, the tradition of extended families continues, leaving Americans speechless at the love, unity, and emotional support built into everyday Indian life. 5. Chai over coffee. In America, coffee dominates daily life, with Starbucks and cafe culture deeply ingrained. But in India, it's chai that rules the day. From roadside stalls to corporate offices, chai is offered at all hours. For Americans, the sheer obsession with this spiced, milky tea is surprising. Refusing chai may even be seen as impolite. Travelers are left speechless by how a humble drink brings people together across all classes of society. In 2025, chai remains India's national obsession, and Americans often leave amazed, realizing that tea here isn't just a drink, it's a symbol of community and warmth. 6. Love for spicy food. Americans are often stunned by the spice levels Indians enjoy daily. What would be considered extra hot in the US is often just normal in India. Curries, snacks, and street foods come loaded with chilies, and locals eat them effortlessly, even for breakfast. Many American visitors struggle to keep up, reaching for water while Indians smile and ask for more spice. This tolerance leaves them speechless, as food culture back home rarely goes this fiery. In 2025, Indians' love for spice continues to surprise Americans, proving how bold flavors are not just taste preferences but cultural pride. 7. Respect for elders. One habit that deeply impresses Americans is the Indian tradition of touching elders' feet as a sign of respect. In the U.S., greetings are usually handshakes, hugs, or just a hello, but in India, bending down to elders symbolizes humility and reverence. Americans often find this practice emotional and humbling, as it reflects the high value Indians place on family and wisdom. Even everyday interactions, like standing when elders enter a room or giving them the first seat, leave visitors amazed. In 2025, this tradition still thrives, leaving Americans speechless at the deep respect woven into Indian culture. 8. Cows on the streets. Americans are shocked to see cows roaming freely in India, even in busy cities with heavy traffic. In the U.S., cattle are strictly confined to farms, but in India, cows are considered sacred and are allowed to move freely. Visitors are stunned watching traffic slow down or stop entirely to let a cow pass. For Americans used to strict urban order, this mix of spirituality and daily life feels unbelievable. In 2025, the sight of cows relaxing in marketplaces or walking on highways continues to leave Americans speechless, symbolizing India's unique blend of tradition and modernity. 9. Sharing food and plates. In America, meals are often individual, with personal plates and portions. In India, however, food is meant to be shared, whether it's at home, in restaurants, or at festivals. Americans are surprised to see friends feeding each other bites, families eating from the same dish, and even strangers offering snacks. This level of openness feels unusual but heartwarming. For Indians, sharing food builds love and trust. By 2025, American visitors still find themselves amazed at how meals in India are less about eating alone and more about bonding, community, and turning food into a shared celebration. 10. Spiritual mornings. For many Americans, mornings begin with coffee, news, or exercise. In India, mornings often begin with prayer, yoga, meditation, or temple visits. The sounds of bells, mantras, or the azan fill the air at sunrise. This blending of spirituality into daily life amazes American visitors. They are surprised at how even in big cities, people pause for spiritual routines before starting work. In 2025, Americans remain speechless when they see millions of Indians greeting each new day with gratitude and devotion. It highlights how India maintains its spiritual roots even while embracing modern, fast-paced lifestyles. India's everyday habits may seem small, but together they create a culture that continues to amaze the world. From hospitality that melts your heart to traditions that stand the test of time, it's no wonder visitors leave speechless after experiencing life here. Globe showing Europe Africa sparkles. Now I want to know that which Indian habit surprised you the most, or have you experienced any of these yourself? Tell me in the comments below, I'd love to know your thoughts. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening stories about cultures around the world.